evening, ladies and gentlemen, and how do you do? I'm your host, Seth Julian. Welcome you to today's morning briefing. We're going to tackle a somewhat complicated subject today that involves multivariate analysis between the US dollar, Chinese yuan, and the Chinese economy writ large. We are talking today about what looks like a truly impending train wreck on the way. The Chinese government has bowed to pressure from its citizens to ease up on the house arrest business. They have eased up. They've stopped mass testing. They've stopped data collection. We don't know what's going on there, as if not that the statistics were so reliable formally. But what this means is, very shortly, the system is likely to head for a collapse. The medical system cannot tolerate this sort of level of sickness. The system is likely to become just break down. There are major outbreaks taking place in Shanghai and Beijing, and this is just the beginning. We think that, well, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's take a look at this dollar index. This is the strength of the US dollar in the last 77 days has fallen by 9%. And a similar chart looking at the Chinese yuan, all the currencies are like this. As the dollar is weakened in the last 2 months, call it, all of the currencies have strengthened. And so the yuan chart, I'll give you a quick look at the yuan chart. Here's the dollar yuan, that same downward curve, the same curve on the dollar index. They're all the same. They all mirror the US dollar, obviously, because that's the quote currency. The quote currency, yes, the base currency in this case being the Dixie, the other one being the Chinese yuan. We think this is going to change, and we think this. But let us just say, with one respect to the word "we think," there's a lot of risk here, ladies and gentlemen. These are the financial markets. You should only be speculating with money you can afford to lose, because risk being the probability of the unexpected occurring. It occurs, and it occurs plenty enough so that you lose money as well as make money in this business. So you have to be careful. You have to watch these positions, and you have to be shrewd about how you deploy and maximize your profits and minimize your losses. For losses you will have. Make no mistake about it. But the idea is to make more than you lose, which is, while maybe a low bar, that's the sine qua non in our business. So, important economic meetings and councils are being canceled or suspended indefinitely. They're headed for very serious problems, and this is going to cause problems for the rest of the world economy. Inflation is likely to rise, in our opinion. We could be wrong. As the Chinese supply lines break down, inputs into other manufactured goods manufactured in China, subassemblies, for example, will back up. They'll be hard to come by. Prices are going to rise. And with rising prices comes rising U.S. interest rates. And with rising U.S. interest rates comes a re-strengthening of the U.S. dollar. That's how we see things, ladies and gentlemen. It's a complicated picture, but we want you to be very, very keenly aware that we are on the edges, the precipice of a tremendous medical disaster in China, and it's going to have worldwide effects. So, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for today. On that grim note, I'm your host, Seth Julian, wishing you all, ladies and gentlemen, the ability to trade with confidence. Bye-bye for now.